Well, thanks, Aaron. That was great, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Is everyone right?
Yeah. Okay, what's the feeling like in the camp at the moment?
Yeah, I guess it's a feeling everyone's pretty upbeat and getting around, and JT's at his proverbial best, which is great. It's just a great feeling up amongst the team at the moment.
It's sort of a more serious mood, the longer the week goes on, that you need to switch on within the next couple of days.
Yeah, well, our last two training sessions, obviously today and tomorrow, we start getting a bit more serious. But I mean, when the confidence is there and everyone's enjoying themselves and joking around and having a good time, I think that's when we play our best footy. So,
what's it like for you? I guess. What's it like for you being the vice captain? I mean, it's a big role, and 2 years ago you were one of the little fellas in the pack, and this time round you're vice captain. You're taking your team into semi-finals.
Yeah, I guess obviously with that finals experience I've played in the games, and I just know what it's like to lose, and hopefully we don't go down that path again. It's heartbreaking, and any bits of advice that I can pass on to the guys that haven't played finals footy, not also myself, but also guys like Jason Smith and Paul Bowman and guys like that. There's a lot of young guys with ears that are willing to listen. So, but I guess it's mainly just letting them know what to expect, and most of them know what to expect now after last week. So. What
do you expect from the Warriors? I mean, it's a pretty tough side to nut out.
Yeah, the Warriors, they're a good team, and I think Ty said it as well. It's a pretty level playing field. They're playing well as well as we are, and I don't think there's much between us. So we're expecting them to come out pretty pumped up, like they did last week, and it's just a matter of us weathering the storm and staying in there and completing our sets, and hopefully the weather can play a bit of a part.
Aaron, what do you make of it? People say you've won 6 in a row now, and people say you can't defend. How do you win games when you can't defend? I mean, you do score a lot of points. Is that the secret to your play, or do you think you're a good defensive side?
Yeah, I think when we play our best is when we're defending well. Obviously there's no doubt we can score points, but I think we actually play better in attack when we're defending well. I think that attack and defence are first cousins. So I think if our games we've played well, we've got our defence in order first. So I think it's going to be important, especially in a semi-final type game. If our defence is there, our attack will come. So it's probably the most important thing.
They are a lot tighter to play, aren't they? So if you don't get your defence right, you're going to get beaten.
Yeah, well, they got attack and brilliance all over the park. They're just guys with natural ability. So it's important for our defence to be right.
Speaking of high-scoring games,
I don't think so. Only the fact that their last game was a close one. Our last game was a close one, and not too many points were scored. And I think the real semi-final games are a grind. They're an arm wrestle, and it's the team that can hold in there the longest that will end up with the win. So I think it'll be a close game. I don't think there'll be many points in it.
So how invaluable was last week's win for you, the fact that you had to grind it out?
Yeah, definitely. I think our lead up and preparation's been great, because obviously we're coming in with confidence off the back of a few wins, but more importantly the last 2 games against the Bulldogs. That even though the first game against the Bulldogs, the last 20 we were poor in defence, we still had to hang in there for the win. And same thing last week with the Bulldogs game. We had to hang in there for the win and defend. So I think with that preparation, it's ideal leading into our second semi.
What's the feeling the forwards with Carl Webb looking decidedly a bit iffy for this game?
Yeah, obviously Carl, they're giving him till the last minute. I don't think he's going to run until tomorrow or even Sunday. But we're preparing like he's not there. So he's a great player, and we're going to miss him. But at the end of the day, we've had 4 guys before that from our starting pack, which aren't in the team, and we've handled it fine. So it's just about the guys stepping up, just doing their job. And if they do their job, we can still win games of footy.
Are you ready for the toughest forward battle of the year, do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I think so. I think, without a doubt, the Warriors have probably got one of the best forward backs, like size and strength-wise. And I'll be expecting fireworks in the first 10 minutes. There's like what they did, against Para, and we're expecting the same.
Okay. Good.